What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Yakatees. This is your review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 13. I forget the episode, but it'll definitely be in the title. I do want to say if my energy appears to be off, if it appears, that's because we've gotten a lot of snow in Chicago, and that wore me out earlier. And then also, I was also on a Really Be TV channel. Check me out over there after this. We did a nice little panel discussion, myself, her, and Ebby reviews. We cut up, and I had some choice words for Evelyn Lozada. So yeah, so again, a lot of energy went into that too. So if it appears that I'm off a little bit, that's because I'm giving you the best that I got with what little bit I got. So we start with the girls on the bus, and you have Candy trying to break things down for the other women. I trying to give them a possible insight as to why Kenya has brought her daughter to the trip, which I can appreciate that. I tend to be that for friends and family where, I can look at a situation from multiple objectives, and given that history and other things, life experiences, I can try to give you a different view, not to change what you're going through, but to try to show you, like, have you looked at it this way? It could be this. You don't need to put all the energy into it. So I can appreciate that. She says that, hey, I mean, she doesn't have a nanny. And she doesn't have a nanny, more or less, that she spent a lot of time with, that she trusts to leave her child with. In addition to that, she doesn't have the village that she needs. Now, what I will say is, her not having the nanny, again, personal choice. And with the lifestyle that she lives, she could get a nanny. She could have actually gotten a nanny before she had the baby, vetted her out and everything, and with having Brooklyn, could have watched her, did the whole nine. But again, that is her choice and what she chooses to do. But it does, kind of hinder the trip ever so slightly, especially when there are several other women who have young children, who have babies. I should say, not young children, babies. So Kenya is planning this murder mystery for the girls. She made sure to ask the woman putting the thing together, like, so when the detectives come in, since they're going to have guns, like, is it going to be obvious that this is for play and this is not real? Because, again, given the climate and everything, and you have a whole group of African American women, that's the last thing that you want, for two people to come in with guns, that that whole ordeal. And the lady says to her, it will be fake guns and it will be very obvious. And oh, was it obvious? So Cynthia arrives first, and pretty much lets Kenya know, like, yeah, the girl's probably not going to be so happy with you. The remaining girls arrive, and I felt bad for them, because what are they sending me? I almost had it with three. Well, motherfucker, you should have let me know close. You dumb mother. Sorry. Let me turn this off. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it in. But so it was supposed to be a 4 hour drive. It turned into an 8 hour drive. And yeah, I would be feeling a type of ways, especially with them complaining about the whole AC thing. So, whoo. So the girls are there, and Kenya says that she wants all of the girls to come up with new names. Trying to make this thing lively. So Tanya is Dynasty, or it should be Dynasty. Okay. Shamia is Vagina Drip. Okay, guess you got that wop. Candy could not think of a name because her name is already Candy, so it's just like, what name could I have? I believe it was Kia to ask her, what was your name of the Masked Singer? And then she ends up choosing Angel for her name. Drew is Lickety Split. Kenya is Chocolate. I'm like, really, Kenya? You couldn't come up with nothing else but chocolate, but okay, I'm gonna give it to you. Latoya is Trini Guile, or Gal, Gyal, so Trini Gal. Okay. Marlo is Diva. All right, Marlo. Cynthia, this woman is 50 Cent. I'm like, I thought we was done with the 50 Cent and the 51 Cent. And damn it, are they doing another one? Goodness gracious. It is. So the whole thing is Pokemon Go, and Ray Code came out, and the raids and everything. And I would do the raid, but I don't want to try to raid and give y'all a review because I'll be all over the place. So I'm gonna miss out on that one. Portia name is Peach Juice. So those are all the girls' names. So most of the girls that were on the bus, I'm under the impression that they weren't drinking. So all the girls, minus Candy, okay, minus Candy, and I want to say Tanya for the most part, and Kenya were just going heavy on the shots. Tanya eventually started drinking, but she wasn't really heavily into it. Um, and then the murder mystery thing happened where the girl comes in and it just falls over, and they don't know what's going on. And then the detectives come in with the guns and wave your hands in the air, wave you like just the shit was funny. And the girls whole thing is, oh my gosh, this is ghetto, this is this, and it's like, but can you just be in the moment? Like, kind of, granted, what was it? Was it a ghetto mess? Yes, it was a ghetto mess, like the Ashanti and Keisha coleslaw, Keisha fish plate, Keisha pork and beans and hot dogs cold. Yes, we know, but whatever. So so Kenya tells them whoever the winner is will get a better room. So there's one other room that is an upgrade from all the other rooms. So you got Portia, Shamia, Latoya not paying attention, drinking, dancing, twerking, the whole nine. Um, People are drunk. I think a lamp was broken in the process and everything. Also, when the when the detectives came in, Portia literally jumped over the couch, and I think in the process of her doing that, she broke her glass. So just a whole lot of stuff being broken, crazy stuff. Kenya ends up solving her own mystery, and I think it probably was because she was just fed up with the shenanigans. But she wasn't drinking, from what I was able to see. So, and again, we know Candy don't drink. Candy drink water, and Bravo made sure they let it be known that she was drinking water. Uh, Tanya. So Kenya says that the winner is Tanya because she seemed to put forth the most effort. So we'll take that. Let's see. So Fallon shows up and she's with her husband, so she will not be staying in the villa with them. And Latoya is upset saying, "This is a girls' trip. Why would you bring your husband?" Now, look, she brought her husband because she want to, but I'm gonna pull a Lanithia right now. When you got the coins, what you can do is, if you got the coins, you can, rent your own little Airbnb villa while y'all over here, I'm over there. She got the coins to do that. So I mean, I'm not finna hate on her for doing that. Hey, do what you do. So in saying all this, Drew says to Fallon, don't listen to her. She don't care about husbands, or it might have been her husband, whatever. And that, though that did come out of nowhere, it didn't, because yeah, Drew still feels a way about the comments that Latoya was saying behind her back rather than to her face, and not just to one person, but to various people within the group. Again, we all know it's just orchestrated, but I'm trying to be in the moment where I'm not pulling back the veil of reality TV. So the girls are being shown the rooms. They are in Candy's room, and Latoya decides that she wants to talk to Drew. So she grabs her by the wrist and pulls her, and rather than try to get clarity, she says, "Well, let's talk about your struggling husband." Now, that to me, it went from she don't care. I think she must say she doesn't care about her husband, but I think she said she doesn't care about husband. Y'all give me together in the comments. So now she coming for your husband, and Drew really wasn't mad about the whole husband thing, but her thing is, you don't even know my husband. And then the whole grabbing, she pretty much let her know, like, the last woman to sit here and put her hands on me found her head in a gate. Don't mess with me. I'm from Chicago, and well, y'all know I'm from Chicago too. So I was like, you better say that. So Kenya, I think I might have said. Did I say this out of order? I did say this out of order. So what happened right before that is Kenya grabbed Drew's arm, and Drew is like, I'm not Drew, Latoya's arm. Latoya is like, well, don't touch me. And right after Drew said what she said, the girl's trying to, figure everything out, and they say to Latoya, well, you grabbed her. She was like, but I didn't grab her. And obviously, Bravo's going to run the receipt, though we didn't need to see that because we physically saw it already. So, and it's funny how you don't want to be grabbed, yet you grab this woman. Very, very interesting, but apparently, not apparently, it's obvious that Latoya is lit. So So Marlo is saying to Latoya, like, don't touch no one anymore. Like, just don't do that. Kenya tells Latoya to apologize. Latoya apologizes, but she continues to insist on wanting to touch Drew. And Drew was looking at her like, woman, if you touch me, it's gonna be a situation. And we all know Bravo don't want no more situations. I mean, the last time we had a situation, we sat here, we talked about that ish for weeks on end, and people was on, we ain't got it to do right now. So that's done with that. Marlo is in her room. She doesn't like her room. She plans to sleep in the living room, which she does. Shamia, Portia, Fallon, Marlo, and Tanya ask Drew what happened. So they get her side. So then you have Cynthia, Kenya, and Candy talking to Latoya, trying to hash everything out. Latoya is made aware about the whole wig comment, making it known that she knows about that. So it's been brought to her attention and she knows. And Latoya plans to talk to Drew about it at some point. So Shamia says to the group they're with, okay, well they're the aunties, we're the nieces. So it's almost like the whole tall and smalls things, but whatever. Hopefully they don't drag that ish out because I don't have it to do. So Latoya says to Kenya, the room now all the girls are for the most part back in the same area. Latoya says to Kenya, well, the room for Marlo is giving her a room was kind of shady. And it's like y'all already had that conversation before. Again, it's that reality TV shit. So now we're having it again. Now that Marlo is there. But okay. And Kenya says, well, you shade the host, you get a messed up room. It just is what it is. And then Kenya tells them the next day we're going to be relaxing and we're going to have a barbecue. So next day, Shamia tells Candy why, she called them aunties. And, Candy is like, Shamia gets with the other girls, she's somebody different. Like, you my friend. We might see this being a possible storyline. We shall see. So Marlo tells Candy that the room situation bothers her because while she was in there trying to figure out like, why does Kenya hate me? Like what happened? And Candy just like, well, y'all both have said things to each other. And Marlo's like, well, I just want to get this put out on the table so we can move past it. Now, Bravo really did not show the history of Kenya and Marlo this particular episode because the most that they went back is maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. Uh, so we see Portia Shamia talking about Dennis, don't care. Next, Marlo complains about how the trip is going and what she would have done and this, that, and the third. Which I mean, it's cool. It's catty bullshit. Nobody cares. Kenya now, Kenya goes and grabs lunch. She then came back with a crab cake sandwich, a po' boy, if you will, some fries and stuff. So all of the girls are upset about that because it's like, well, we're hungry and this and this and this. And Kenya's like, well, there's food in the refrigerator, which we know that because Kenya had actually did eggs earlier. And actually, no, the women for the most part made breakfast earlier. So that is a point of contention. And Kenya whole thing is okay, well, one, there's food in the refrigerator, and two, y'all have phones. Y'all can sit here and order food, which is an actual factual. But from how it is played out, I don't think Kenya made it clear that, hey, this is a plan. Because I know she said they was going to have barbecue, but she didn't really allude to what the food thing was going to be for the day. I don't know if she even stressed that there was food in the refrigerator. Now, is it effed up that the host went and got herself some food? Yes. But at the same time, I like would I have been a little bit upset? I mean, I would have been like, you pussy mother, blah, 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 blah. And that would have been it. It wouldn't have been anything I would have harped on. I would have been like, okay, well, cool. But at the same time, if I'm hungry and I got the means, yeah, I'll just order my own food. Even if it's food in the refrigerator. If I don't feel like cooking, I'm just order some food. So, again, stuff for the story. Um, so later, Latoya says that she's going to give Drew this wig that she bought. They tease us with showing us that she was giving it to her, but she didn't. So at dinner, the pig. So they have the pig. It is freaking out Tanya. Okay. They ask Portia to pray. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. So the girls bring up the food yet again, and it's like, so we just gonna continue to sit here and just drag something out. Like, again, I can understand being mad in the moment, and I wasn't upset about it, but it's like, if we're gonna keep beating this dead horse, it is going to frustrate me. So Latoya brings up the wig situation, um and she gives a sideways sort of kind of apology slash explanation, and says to Drew, she wants to buy her a wig. Drew's whole thing is, well, I appreciate the fact that you've been watching me and studying me, which is, is one of those things where it's just like ding ding ding, because I've had that happen where a mofo is sitting here analyzing me. Like, so I was in the ALC back when I was in the army, and at one point during the course, one guy was just like, I noticed that you have a public speaking voice, you have your PT voice, you have your this voice, you have your that voice, which they were all threatened, which is cool. Which I don't know why he was threatened, because he outranked me, so I don't really understand where that is coming from. But I'm kind of looking at him just like, really, dude? Like, so I bother you that much that you have literally studied the fact that, yes, my voice does change depending on what it is that I'm doing. If I'm giving PT, yes, I'm going to use the bass in my voice. If I'm instructing, it just is what it is. I'm like, but damn, you watching me that hard? Okay, but so I kind of get where Drew was going with it. Drew was like, well, I have a present for you. She comes back and says, because you're such a fan, she gives her a picture of her from the game and even signs it. Touche, touche, and that right there, for the most part, deaded this. I feel that it isn't dead, but right now it's deaded. Um, and Drew just says to the group, like, like, with me and my friend, like, if it's a problem, we put it on the table. She apologized. That's it. We're done. Marlo uses this to piggyback and says to Kenya, we have our problems, and trying to figure out, why you really hate me. They go back and forth because Trill is fuck, between the whole, fake bud, bad skin, this, that. Marlo gets up, and that's the end of the episode. So that is all that I have for you all. Sorry if I rushed through any of this, which I don't know. And because I'm using OBS, I don't know what the actual time is, so we shall surely see. But that is all that I have, you all. I have a lot of reviews to do. I'm going to do my. I'm probably not gonna give them to you tomorrow, only because of the simple fact that I still have the panel to do, and I don't want to be out of voice. But I'll try to get you guys what I can. But if anything, I'll try to be caught up by the end of the week. I have a lot of reviews to do, so I'm sorry. I apologize. Blame it on the snow. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Catch me on the panel tomorrow. And yes, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys then. Peace.